It's Wednesday, just coming up to 7:45 in the UK. For New York, that's 2:45. We're looking at the high time frame right now, so it's the morning review, and daily has been stuck in this range now for over a month, and we had this even start here 2 days ago, which was a little bit premature to think that price was going to go all the way down here based on that pattern. So I didn't quite do it. 3-day high is marked out, so price is currently at the highs, heading towards the highs right now. If it goes above here, then there's a high probability that price is going to come above these highs, and potentially on the daily we'll get a break of structure. But right now we're still stuck in this range from this high to this low. I'm keeping to the bias that we're in decline. This is a sideways market right now. This high to this low on the 4 hour becomes the current dealing range on the 4 hour. So we have this equilibrium. Below here is the discount prices, and we're currently in premium right now. So price has floated around this zone created by the fractal here, the break in structure. So this is a sensitive zone, and recently, yesterday, price accelerated right through it and marks this out as 2 touches at the moment. So in terms of scenarios, where price is right now, it could go in either direction, so it's very difficult to gauge what's going to happen. We're going to have to be quite nimble on this, and bear in mind this week it is first Friday of the month, non-farm payroll, so we might get our outcome later on Friday. It could be quite a volatile day. So I've put these 2 scenarios in because I can see it going in both directions on the high time frame at least. If price comes down and bounces, we might see a retracement and a continuation on, then that would be our switch to bullish moves potentially. The alternative is that we break through this, so we've got 2 touches now on this zone, and retraces for further downwards movements. Now it is in premium on the 4 hour, marked out by these 2 green lines. It's the 62 and 79% retracement. So my attention still is down here, these lows. So we have equal lows by here, 2 touches, and it's kind of the reverse of what we see in here, but on the daily effectively. So we've had 2 touches within this kind of region here. Onto the hour. So we're still in midterm at the moment, 4 hour and the hour. We had a short shift in direction marked out here yesterday. This happened just after 10 o'clock, and we had a small pullback, and then price went back up to these highs. Now this is pretty much in alignment with what we're seeing on the 4 hour, which is where we got this zone marked out, but I'm not seeing any great price action around this area. So if this from this high to this low becomes the new range, which we've marked out by the dealer's range here, then it's currently in premium prices, and we have had 2 touches, but I'm not seeing any good move at the moment, so it's difficult to say what's going to happen today. the lower time frames, yeah, that's no longer relevant. Again, the closest area I can see on the 15-minute, we had this huge move here up to that area on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. Now I can't really see much in terms of overnight break of structure to mark something up in this area. Very difficult to read right now. 8 o'clock last night, it was marked out by this candle, and midnight is by here. So it's really just been stagnant. The best we've got at the moment, I can see, at least on the 15-minute, is this area here. But price is nowhere near breaking that right now. So this could just be. We need to see some movement, and there's not much to read right now. So we can't really do any more than that. So we need to let price go and do what it's going to do. In terms of news, we have a lot of high impact news today. Some at 8 o'clock, some at 10, and then we have the FOMC at 2 p.m. tonight. So that's going to be where the injection is. So I'm staying out of the market today. That's the clear sign that come 2 p.m. in the evening, for me, that's going to be about 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. There'll be likely to be some volatility injected then, so that's what we're waiting for today. So this is going to be hands-off day for me. It's just come up to 7 a.m. in New York time. For me, it's midday, and we can see on the 5-minute. Well, if we start with the 15-minute, we don't have a nice area to draw on. The overnight Asian range, you can see, is, find the time, is around here. And it's not an easy one to see. It's very flat. It's only until we drop into the 5-minute we see this break of structure here, and we've got a nice area here. 1-2 touches, drops all the way through, invalidates it, so the freshness went. And now we've come down to this level. This is a previous level from yesterday. You can see how price had a hard time getting through it, broke through, and we have this low, high, lower low, and a break of structure here. Now initially I've put this as a supply, but as you can see it's failing. We want to see a nice upwards move, I would say, and then we can switch this to the supply that we've got going on down here. So it's a supply demand. So if I was to switch that to 5-minute, I got one, yeah, 5-minute demand, just by here. It feels like that's what's going to happen. So as this fails, then we want to see a nice big movement. It should tell us that we're in the right direction. It's just gone 7 a.m. The first bit of news today is at 8:15, so about an hour away. The injection of liquidity is going to come in. From yesterday, I did make some new notes in my pad, and the questions to ask when analysing the charts during the day. So in the 5-minute and 15-minute, has price broke? Feels like it has. Are there any large candles? Yep, I can see some large candles. Is there a basing candle?
Initially it looked like it was going to be supply, but here we got some demand. So we want to see a nice move away from this this area now to confirm that. So we're still sat here waiting to see it play out, and how many touches of the zone. So we've had 2 touches here, and this is now a failure of that zone from earlier on. The higher time frame charts is price and premium or discount. Well, right now we're currently in a premium, but we're in a markup phase right now. So on the 1 hour, that is the 4 hour definitely feels like it's in a premium as well. So the narrative doesn't fit on the higher time frame. What I'm seeing here. So another thing that I've wrote down in this notebook to define the setup. Well, my setup's going to look like this. We have a low, a high, a low, a low. That becomes the 5-minute market maker sell model. And the reverse of that is we have the high, the low, and the higher high, which forms the market maker buy model end of that. And just by here we have this support resistance. So let me put something in here. This area here becomes an area of the 5-minute supply support resistance zone, and price has gone through it. You see it's starting to move now, and here's our demand. So we want to see, at least on the lower time frame, a pullback to this supply area that we've got here. On the 15-minute, I would say that's in alignment with the 5-minute supply. So I think we can go ahead now and place a limit buy. So if I go into here and shift things around a little bit, just below there, and I'd say somewhere here, and we're going to put our, so that's currently coming out at 5-to-1 trade. So let's trade set. So on here I've placed an entry just around there with a target somewhere around about there, like that. So it's kind of more, yeah, like that. So what happens? Let's see if that fills the entry and carries on up to these highs. So we do have lots of liquidity sat above here, but we had the break structure, an area here with our basing candle. So it's more of a kind of drop base rally approach. I want to see it now pull back into here and carry on. So let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, just set an order at 9:45 on this trade. I'm just going to bring this up very quickly. So we got it on view. See what happens, and we'll just watch it for the time being. I saw price break here early on. So I had a trade. If I'd done a 3-to-1, it hit this support and resistance zone earlier. I set my take profit too far up here, 4-to-1, and price come back down again. Now this is coming up to, sorry, it's 10 o'clock now. So this is the 10 o'clock candle. 8 o'clock candle was this one. So that's 8:50. Apologies. This was the 8:50 candle. Bit of a nothing burger, really. The 9:30 candle was this one here. So you can see it was, I'd say it's a pin bar of sorts. And then we had this this climb up that created a break of structure. So I've marked out this support resistance zone, and it's gone into the demand, which I've marked by this doji. So we had a rally base rally. I've set it, executed it, and I set it up as a pending order. I did limit order, so it converted to a limit order quite recently. I asked the questions. 5 minutes. Has price broke? It had done by this. Are there any large candles? Well, yeah, we had large candles. Is there a basing candle? I had this basing candle by here. How many touches of the zone have we got? So it gone through this zone, just jet blasted through it, and come up to this zone here. So this became effectively a resistance zone. So it looks like it's going to close the trade now. Come up to this zone. Let's find the open trade. Yeah, let's close it down. Okay. So at this height, it's in premium. So the higher time frame did not match with or align with the lower time frame. It's fluctuating between premium and discount. So the price in a premium and discount is actually in a premium right now, and we should have waited for the 10 o'clock candle to close. Is this 10 o'clock still? Yeah. What is the target for price? When I was looking at it, I'm placing my target up here. And does the target give a 3-to-1? Well, I was getting at least a 4-to-1 on that trade. We're there and thereabouts. It's a 4-to-1 trade. It's not played out again. So things didn't align, and I should have been taking sells. So if we'd taken a sell at this point, let's give it a try. Here's the basing candle. There's that. All the way down to here's 3-to-1, 4-to-1 trade. And there was plenty of time to get in on that. I think I need something else on my process. Price has to be interacting with a zone. I'm going to put that in there. Okay, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon now for New York time, and it's come to the end of the session. It was FOMC news out today, so it's quite a high volatile trading day, as you can see from the 4 hour. You've got a huge candle here that's almost taken out both sides of the high and low over the 3-day high and low. It initially went for the lows, didn't quite touch the 3-day lows, still intact, and reversed and came for the highs. Now it still hasn't gone higher than this high, so things are still intact. We have to keep the same narrative until it breaks above this high at the moment. So I'm still marking this as in a decline right now. I think I'm not seeing a great area other than this low, high, lower low, and then it gets broken by here. So we could mark this as going into markup, but I think it's a little bit too early at the moment to say. Let the news, the outcome of the news, the fallout, finish what it's doing. See, price just all over the shop at the moment. I don't like what I'm seeing. It's very difficult to read. On the hour, for the beginning of the day, price was at a premium, and you can see that it dropped below into discount, and it's touched the support and resistance zone here, and this one at the lows, just about. There is a demand zone just by here as well. You can see it just dropped into it and reversed and hit these highs up here. So right now I'm leaving that as markup. It's the end of the week almost. It's Thursday tomorrow, and it's non-farm payroll, so it's just going to be observations for me. I'm not doing any more trading this week. On the 15-minute, so you can see today this was the 8 o'clock candle. 9:30 was marked out by a pin bar, so we have the 10 o'clock candle. I mean, at this price, it was still in a premium range. So if we go back to the hour, 8 o'clock, that was 10 o'clock. 8 o'clock is marked out by this candle here. So it was still in a premium on the hour. So there was a movement down, which got me looking for reasons to get in short. I did take an initial long that got stopped out. I thought there was a shift in market structure just by here. I was wrong, and then I saw this, but I was too late to get in at that point. But I did get back in on the retest on this candle, and I took a 6-to-1 trade, which I closed at these lows. So that was the trade for today. As you can see from here, the news came out at 2:30. It was the conference, and then since then it just dropped into a discount level and a shot to the moon. I couldn't see anything to trade there, in all honesty. There was nothing on that chart that would point me to go long. I can't see anything, any reason to get in. We do have an engulfing candle here and a test bar touching this what is this? Yeah, it's this demand zone just by here. But this was probably the second touch as opposed to, so I probably got that wrong. These two touches here classified as one, as part of the same move, and then we get the second touch here. So it was quite responsive to that,
but even if we'd set our entry around this this zone, it would have got stopped out. That would have been a very difficult trade to get into. It's easier just to avoid trading the FOMC, let it play out, and then we'll see what the outcome is afterwards. But it's non-farm payroll this week, so it ain't worth trading from here on for the rest of the week. So I'm back to the sidelines and studying from here on. Not much to say other than that I got it wrong in the early mornings. I should have stuck to the checklist on building, where if it's in a premium, then we're looking for shorts and a reason to go short. And I didn't do that for the first attempt, but on the second attempt I got in on this retest, break and retest.